The sauce for this series is provided by Schaeferless Productions. Seriously, go watch his videos because you're gonna see where I get a lot of the sauce for these videos from, and yeah, they're pretty funny. Oh, we're rolling? Alright, Mario Kart 64, otherwise known as the first 3D Mario Kart in the series, is not half bad. Just like its predecessor, Super Mario Kart, it was revolutionary for its time, and it seems to be the one that people recall fondly whenever talking about it. I've seen some younger people dog on it and give it some slander, but let's be honest, it deserves its credit. Sure, it, like Super Mario Kart, hasn't aged all that well, but in my opinion, it is miles ahead of its predecessor, even if the AI also cheats in this game. Another fun trivia fact for you is that this is the only Mario Kart game in which all tracks have made a return as retro tracks in future entries of the game. After all, this game is the second game in the series, and I feel like a lot of people tend to either glorify it way too much, or they just straight up trash this game, neither of which is fair. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to let the totally non-biased DS and Wii Kid give his opinion on the game and rank its tracks. Alright, I think I've wasted enough of your time yapping. Let's get into the ranking.
I am very disappointed!
Wario Stadium is just straight booty in its purest form. It's way too long and it's the most boring track in the history of Mario Kart. Like, it's just BMX hills with a PNG image of Wario's face on it over and over again. Like, what the hell is this? Was this a placeholder track that got left in? Like, did they just run out of time and go, oh shit, quick, load up the pre-build? Holy Jesus, it is just awful, and to add on to the awfulness, the track lasts nearly 6 minutes. Seriously, can you imagine 6 minutes of this? Boy, if you don't get the... Anyways, thank goodness it's actually playable and fun as shit in Mario Kart World, but we're a long way away from that game, so we'll just have to wait until we get to that. Mario Raceway is just... no. A lot of people like this one, but me, I really don't, so yeah, near the bottom it goes. It's mainly because it's just so bland and boring. Like, I mean, it's just grass, road, a sign, the finish line, and a pipe. That's it. There is nothing else to this track besides what I just mentioned. I mean, come on, I get that there's other characters who are totally important to this series, but this is Mario, the star character of the franchise. His name is literally in the franchise title, and this is the track he gets? I'm sorry, but this is just a bad track and I don't like it at all.
That's called cow tipping.
So people are clamoring for Moo Farm to return, and I agree, but only kinda. It's just a boring farm track that doesn't really do too much, and I wouldn't mind if this one didn't make a comeback, and I wouldn't mind if it made a comeback either. I mean, shit, I think it would have been cool for this to return to Mario Kart World instead of Moo Meadows, seeing how they did Wario Stadium, but we'll get to that in due time. I could only hope that they would spruce things up and make it a lot more entertaining than it is here. I mean, it's just a race on a dirt road that's absolutely bleh, and the farmland is kinda barren. Moo Farm is just boring. What else do you want me to say?
Buzz, we missed the truck. We're not aiming for the truck.
Garbage. Ass sauce. Doo-doo butter. Straight cheek juice is what Toad's Turnpike is. I don't like this course in Mario Kart 8, and I don't like it right now in Mario Kart 64, I'll tell you that much. Like, oh, there's a bunch of traffic that you have to dodge with these janky-ass controls. Does that sound like fun to you guys? It honestly doesn't to me. I will say that there are some positives for this track. I mean, the skybox is absolutely killer and the music is alright, and I like the fact that the driver of this bus looks like Diddy Kong. It's not, but it is pretty fun to think it is Diddy. The monkey, not that dude.
Whoa! You brought that with you?
I meant
Pass it.
Hey, I'll give Luigi Raceway some credit here. This track is more entertaining than those listed since Mario Raceway, but not by that much. Like, this course does have some life to it. I mean, this hot air balloon with an item box and the stands that are completely devoid of life add some type of life to the track, even if it's not that much. But it's just not the best course, and it's not that good or fun either. I have no strong feelings about it either way.
Oh, these are pretty cool bananas.
This course is pretty good, but let's be honest, it's a snooze fest compared to the other courses ahead. Like, in a game with no functional drifting yet, just what the fuck is this sharp turn after you get launched? Like, how did they think that this was a good idea? Also, this game clearly wasn't built to launch you, and Nintendo clearly didn't think about that. Like, this actually sucks to go on in both iterations of this course. And this sharp turn is just an annoyance here at the end. It is one of the more innovative tracks on this game, and I'm glad a particular later entry made it fun to race on, but that's really all I can say about it. I'm sorry.
By running around and screaming like a banshee?
Oh, Squidward, a banshee screams like this.
Ah, your fucking mouth!
Oh hey, Banshee Boardwalk could have been named Boo Lake or Broken Pier considering this one actually has some fucking water around it. Sorry, we'll save those gripes for the Super Circuit ranking. Premature firing, my bad. Banshee Boardwalk is an alright course, and it is one of the childhood retros that I did like on the DS because it played pretty well there. But here, it feels like a chore compared to its DS equivalent. The bats are more of an annoyance than they were in DS, and if you fall off, Lakitu takes a bit to come get you out the water. I don't like it here, but it's not the worst thing. Overall, this course is an okay one, but once again, DS improved on it heavily.
Patrick!
Rainbow.
It's not good!
So before anyone crucifies me, I just want you to hear me out. Is Rainbow Road here a good track? Yes, it's very solid and fun, and I think it's one of the best in the series. However, it does need to be said that this Rainbow Road is way too fucking long. I remember people complained about it in Mario Kart 8 being split into 3 sections, but like, bitch, is 6 minutes of Rainbow Road essential to the Mario Kart experience? I want you to be real with yourself on that. It's not. By the time lap 2 kicks in, I'm ready to fall asleep because I'm bored. I do not want to play 6 minutes of Rainbow Road. End of discussion. However, I cannot wait to talk about how this course got a new lease in Mario Kart 8, but we'll just have to wait until then, because I'm going in order. So Mario Kart 64's battle mode is pretty hilarious to play with friends. It's pretty much only got one mode, Balloon Battle, but it's also got a hilarious gimmick. That being, if you're out, you can come back as a bomb car and get revenge on your friends for taking you out. It's the classic last man standing mode, which has sadly evaded Mario Kart in the modern day, with a little bit of a twist. But aside from that, how are the maps? Well, let's find out how they rank. So in 4th place, we have Double Deck. Double Deck is an alright course, but it's the least fun of all the battle maps, and I do like the idea of there being more than one layer to a battle map, which just adds a sense of verticality. Like, overall, it's a pretty fun map. In 3rd place, we have Big Donut. Big Donut is fun, don't get me wrong, but there's no way to actually get to the other side because there's nothing to launch you or anything, making for some long drawn-out chases on this massive map, and those are not fun in the slightest. In 2nd place, we have Skyscraper, and it's aptly named, and it's an absolute blast to play on. Not in this version with the controls, however. I think it's better suited in Wii here, especially because if you fall off, you fall the entire way down, and it takes a long fucking time to get back up. Other than that, I like it and it's funny. And in 1st place, we have Block Fort. Block Fort is by far the most fun out of all the battle maps. Like, seriously, just pick a fort and camp it and you're guaranteed to win. It is the most cheese of all the battle maps in Mario Kart history. And that does it for the battle map ranking. Anyways, back to the regular track ranking. Sherbet Land is just a generic ice course, but it's still hella entertaining, especially when compared to some of the longer, more boring courses in this game. Like, yeah, it's ice, tunnel, and the Call of the Void, the water, and that's really it, but it's got some stuff I love on this track. I love the penguins on this track having the same noises as the ones in Super Mario 64. It honestly feels like an expansion of Choco Mountain. However, it's just not all that much compared to all the other tracks we have ahead. Pretty smooth sailing as far as ice courses go, so that's a plus.
Frosty the Puppet.
Cut! What the fuck is that?
So people will say that this is the more boring of the 2 winter courses, but hey, this one's actually pretty cool with all the hazards that are absolute hell to dodge, aka the snowmen. They make me lose my mind almost every time I play this, so it's at least got that besides just penguins that are pretty easy to avoid. I will say though, what the fuck are these Lakitu zones? They are just as sensitive as the ones in Mario Kart World, and they honestly make this course a drag to race on. I'm sorry, but yeah, this track isn't all that great, at least in this iteration with these poorly aged controls. However, in a later iteration, it's pure fun.
So long, Bowser!
Bowser's Castle is by far the most entertaining entry into the series. Like, this shit put the fear of God in me as a child because that music is the most haunting of all the Bowser's Castles in this series. It's not a bad course at all, and it's a solid entry into the series of Bowser's Castles. There's a hell of a layout with a lot to take in, like Marty the Thwomp. Speaking of which, I always wonder what kind of heinous shit he did to get locked up like this. Like, what did bro do? And I mainly know this track from Wii, which I do feel it's a lot better to play on in that iteration, but hey, I gotta give props to the original one because here, even though this game is hell to play, it's pretty damn fun to play this track. This track is how Rainbow Road should have been.
You wouldn't dare attack a
Princess.
So Wario Raceway has the Easter egg of being able to drive up to the castle, and you know what? That's pretty damn cool. And it gives this course some brownie points that you may see as undeserved. I will say, I do have gripes with this course. Like I said, it feels like this game wasn't built for launching players, and if you aren't perfectly aligned on this portion, you're off in the grass. Other than that, it's a raceway track that's entertaining, and thank goodness Mario Kart 8 improved on this one. Other than that, it's a solid track all around, and I really have nothing else to say about it.
She said holding my
Okay.
was trying to lift the rock. So I looked at that bitch.
So Koopa Troopa Beach still fucks to this day, so based off that first sentence, I think we can surmise pretty quickly that I actually like it. The beach setting is beautiful, and one of the best pieces of fan art I have seen comes from this course. In its original form, it's whatever, but in the later games, it was pretty damn good. Here, it's a little jank though, but the one thing that's consistent is that banging ass music that plays when you're racing along. Like, I will definitely play this song whenever I go to the beach for my first and only time. Yeah, fun little piece of Bondi lore. I hate deep water. I have an irrational fear of that shit. Overall, this track is fun, it's decent, and it's got its merits, and it holds up even more in later iterations.
That's a lot of chocolate.
Bring out the moonshine, Cletus. My redneck ass constantly gets turned to the music. Holy shit, I just love this course because it's fucking amazing. Put this track in every game instead of Mario Circuit 3, bruh. This track is actually fun, unlike that one. However, like all other tracks in this game, I do have some gripes. The controls of this game make it very bleh to race on, and I feel like it's been vastly improved in the later games it appears in. That aside, this is Choco Mountain. It's literally Choco. What's not to like about it? Oh, and peep this little portion of the music. My god, is it majestic.
Hey, Lois.
Calimari Desert is the best course in this game that isn't fundamentally broken or technically broken. Like, this stopping for the train gimmick is really funny because this is the most realistic part of Mario Kart. Also, this has been known about for ages, but if you want to sacrifice your overall results in the race, you can drive on the tracks, something I find pretty damn cool. Like, even if you lose the race, it's practically an achievement to go on the tracks. It's like a rite of passage or a badge of honor that one can wear. And seeing how Nintendo has made this course play in the future, oh boy is this course absolutely goated. Like, dude, I cannot wait to talk about the 8 Deluxe iteration. You don't even know how much I'm itching to speak about this shit. Oh hey, we've still got one more course to cover. I wonder what it could be. So I know what you're thinking, ain't no way you just put this shit at number 1. There's no way in hell. But guess what, motherfucker, I just did. No, I didn't just put this shit here for the memes. Yoshi Valley is absolutely broken to the point where the game can't even tell which place you're in. Also, if you fall off, it takes Lakitu 4 business days to pick you up and put you back on the course. So it really adds an element of challenge and chaos that feels oh so good to master. The name of the game here is keep on driving and don't fucking try and focus on the placements. I may like my simple monkey brain, no thoughts inside my head whatsoever Mario Kart gameplay, but if you break Mario Kart, I'm liable to like it. And I like it here. And the way this has been improved in 8 Deluxe, just know I can't wait to talk about this one either. So yeah, that's Mario Kart 64 and its tracks for you. I love this game simply for the fact that it's pretty damn fun to play, even with these controls that haven't aged all that well. I have mentioned that for the umpteenth time in this video, haven't I? This game has some of the most iconic courses in Mario Kart history, and I think that people should respect this one a lot more. Like seriously, I see people glaze the later entries all the time, saying that Super Circuit, which we'll be talking about in the next video, laid the groundwork, but the truth is, I think that's just untrue. If Super Mario Kart laid the foundation, then this is the framework. Without this one, you wouldn't have the later entries into the series. I mean, it's the first 3D Mario Kart game, and yes, I know the models are 2D sprites, but we're gonna call it 3D and move on, alright? I'm not having this argument with people. This game is truly one of the best, and it seems Nintendo agrees since it's unlocked the No Courses Left Behind achievement, having had every track return in future installments as retro tracks. That alone should speak to how beloved by people this game is. And as a DS and Wii kid, I'd say that this game, while poorly aged, is phenomenal for what it was. My name is Bondi, and thank you for watching.